Hello. It's all happening here in Antalya, Turkey. My name is Victoria Rose, and I am known as the Queen of Live Stream. I am traveling all around the world. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Oops, Sarah's lurking and I called her out. You shouldn't do that when you're live streaming. But luckily I know Sarah, so she won't mind. Oh, okay, so I'll keep on going. I'm being distracted by all the people that are coming on to watch. Here I am in Antalya in Turkey, and I am loving Antalya, Turkey. Now I'm in the Old Town section, and I'll just scoot around and show you the actual harbour. Hello, how are you doing? Hi Nairi, thank you for joining me. This is the harbour part here. They're taken by pirates, so clearly there's a history of pirates. There are a lot of pirate boats that you can jump on, and you get taken around the harbour and around to the waterfall and along the cliff edge. Hey everyone, thank you. Hello, you there. Thank you for joining me today. Now here's what I want to show you. Can you see in the background? Can you see those snow-capped mountains? I mean, it's absolutely incredible. For an Aussie, now I know we have snow in Australia, but it is just amazing to be here and to see the mountains and to just be part of what's actually going on in Turkey right now. So this is episode 14, and I want to give you an update on Turkey. I would like to share with you some of the reasons why I believe Turkey is a fabulous place to visit, because we can be a little bit scared about Turkey, can't we? All of those stories and all of the unrest. But I ask you, you're going to be a lot safer. Hi, Sarah. You're going to be a lot safer in Turkey than what it appears you will be in Australia, particularly my hometown. I have adopted it as my hometown of Melbourne. Tragic news from there, very sad. So here are some of the points that I would like to make about Turkey, and in particular the Turkish people. I was standing, so this is point one. I've got three. This is point one. Now, the first point is that I would never, ever, ever hitchhike in Australia. As a matter of fact, nowhere in the world, really, and because of the dangers. And here I am in Turkey, and I'm told by expats and by a number of people that no, you can easily hitchhike in Turkey and you'll never have a problem. But that's hard to believe, because here you are with the upbringing that you have. Here you have the news from back home about these tragic things that happen, and not just in Australia, this violence against women. So what happened? What is the point of point one? I am moving from Göcek, the halfway up a mountain village above Kaş in Turkey, to travel on a 4-hour bus trip to Antalya, where I am today. And it's pouring down with rain. You know how there's that torrential downpour? Well, it's bucketing down with rain. Hello, hey Sharon, how are you? So it's bucketing down with rain, and I'm wet. I'm already drenched, and I'm standing at the bus stop waiting for the minibus, and this car pulls up, and the guy winds down his window, and this Turk looks at me and indicates that he's happy to give me a lift. So that was decision time for me. I thought, oh no, what's going to happen now? But a lot of things came into play. I thought, here I am, it's bucketing down with rain. This minibus isn't going to take me straight to the bus station, blah, blah. So I quickly made a decision. I remembered what the expats had said to me and what many people had said to me actually. So I decided to jump in that car. I piled all my luggage in the back. I still have too many kilograms. I've got to get rid of 5 between here and when I fly to Italy on the 1st of February. And I got into the car. Okay, I had a little bit of a bleep then. I'm glad that I didn't lose you. The driver indicated to get in the back, and I thought, oh, he doesn't want this woman who's not his wife sitting in the front, so I can't pile into the back. And then this guy gets in the front. And I don't know how you can imagine how I feel. But I looked at the driver and I said, him too? And the driver just said, well, yeah. And I'm there going, oh no. I can't tell you how I felt being brought up in Australia and all the violence that happens there. Well, I would never ever hitch a ride there. So what did I do? I'm stuck in the back of this car, 2 strange men in the front of the car, all my luggage is piled in the back. I could only think of one thing to do, so I took a photo of the driver from the back of the car and I posted it on Facebook. I thought, oh well, if anything happens to me, that at least I'll be able to identify them. Anyway, as you can imagine, I'm here. Well, because I'm here, I'm smiling, I'm happy. They were darlings. They took me straight to the bus stop. They helped me out with my luggage. It was not a problem. Sarah, I'll have to look at that comment at the end. Anyway, so that was like, oh my gosh, how fabulous is that? So what's the second point that I want to make about being in Turkey? I can tell you that the Turkish people, so far, there's Australia, of course, and on this trip, I visited Italy and Croatia. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that the Turkish people are happy, basically happy. They also look at you not with a bit of resentment or a bit of anger, as what did happen in both Italy and Croatia. And I'm sure it's not just me. I have a friendly face, don't I? That doesn't happen here in Turkey. So what they do is they look at you and they accept you straight away, and especially when you smile back at them, they always smile back at you. And I found the Turkish people to be much more helpful and to be happier than what I've come across so far. So what's the third point? Well, the third point is that if you're going to travel to Turkey, you better get yourself a Google Translate or a very quick course on how to at least talk the basics of the Turkish language, because it's a difficult language, and I know 3 words, and I've been here 67 or 70 odd days, and I've only been able to pick up 3 words. Hey, Sandy in Western Australia, thank you for saying hello. And so you need to be really equipped with the ability to communicate, because very few people here know English. And why should they? They're in Turkey. The whole population of Australia is just in, I think, Antalya, which is not the capital city by any means. The whole population of Australia is here in Antalya. So why would they have English as a language that they would master? But Turkish is an interesting and a challenging language to learn. But look, I only know 3 words of the Turkish language, and I'm here surviving. Hey, Marianne, how are you? Hi, Sarah. A quick course. Sarah's just sharing with us a quick course, and I do suggest it would be useful to have more than 3 words. But with Google Translate, it certainly does make a difference. So here I am in Turkey, guys. It's just an absolute delight to be here. My name is Victoria Rose. My message to you is, you want to do? Then do. Take the step, because stuff will unfold. Trust me. the things that I have learnt and done, the opportunities I could not have envisaged would work out for me. It's only because I was gutsy enough to actually take that step. And Turkey is such a beautiful place. Before I leave you, I want to show you actually where I'm staying. I'm only here for one more night, but if we look across, let me see if I can do this. So see that really tallish building over there? It's the tallest one that you can see. Well, I'm just below that, my own room, and the beautiful view out over this amazing harbour. Oh, the cost of living here, guys, is super cheap. Oh, there's that super word again. But you can live quite well here for around 20 Australian dollars a day. That's if you are doing house sitting and work awaying. I don't include accommodation in that because I'm not paying for accommodation, but that will happen. That's the joys of traveling. Thank you for joining me. Episode 14, more fun facts about Turkey. I'm happy to answer any questions. So if you'd like to make a comment, do you have any questions around Turkey? Then please put those questions in the comments. I will be going back into Facebook and talking about Turkey. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for being part of my live stream today, Victoria Rose. Remember to click on the hashtag Travel with Victoria Rose, and Facebook takes you to a special Facebook filtered page where you can see all of my posts, all of my videos, all of my pictures. And boy, do I have some amazing pictures, even more for you. And I haven't even reached Istanbul yet. Thank you for joining me. Victoria Rose signing off on location from Antalya Old Town Harbour in Turkey. Mwah! Bye.